Well, it's filled with local high school sports history. And now, is Billings ready to replace or renovate Daylis Stadium? It's where sports fans and families have cheered on local athletes for the last 90 years. And today, more than half a dozen officials met in Billings with thoughts on the next move and how quickly it might happen. Q2 Sports Director Scott Breen on this story today. Scott, I know this idea has been visited in the past, but how likely is it to succeed this time around?
That's a good question. It has been, just in fact, within the decade. They've actually talked about possibly a sports complex out on the west end of town. Now they're revisiting a variety of options. School District 2 Superintendent Greg Upham called today's meeting under the pretense that Daylis either needs to be relocated or upgraded. He wants to gauge interest in partnering opportunities. Now, 11 people were at the table today, including School District 2 folks, the city administrator, presidents from Rocky Mountain College and MSUB, and County Commissioner Dennis Pittman. Now, understand that these are very, very preliminary talks, just infant stages in what land could house a 6,000-seat stadium, a football field, a 10-lane track, plus possibly additional practice fields, a practice track, and maybe soccer fields and a cross-country course. Now, could the Metro Park grandstand area work? Maybe. Pittman says the county is already developing its own infrastructure master plan, though. MSUB is doing the same, but also has land available.
Well, I think the challenge for all of us is to break out of the concrete box that we live in and say, it could be MSUB, it could be the Metro, it could be somewhere else too. What I'm saying is these are our needs. We obviously need to address warm, safe, and dry, and Daylis Stadium is a large dollar item. And what I was after was to see if there was interest in partnering and collaborating to help share costs for our taxpayers. We're going to have to do something with it anyway, so why don't we do something smart with our entire community?
Next steps, determine interest in partnering, figure out facility details, and of course cost. Upham says funding would be requested in the form of a bond measure, but again, that's why he wants to partner, and that's at least a year away. Janelle?
All right, thanks so much, Scott.